What's up, guys? Everyone is here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I just wanted to give a quick update on the current fusion that's going on for White Queen ANKORA, and just to showcase where I'm at. Quick sidebar here, I got 5 more High Mother mod fragments. So we're at 6. It's seeming like I'm just going to get the crap end of the stick here for opening chests and just keep on getting the low ball here. It is what it is. So in terms of the White Queen ANKORA, which she's down here, I'm surprised she's not at the top because she's kind of priority. But White Queen ANKORA, I'm at 50 fragments. So basically we're halfway through, right? Halfway through. We've got a little ways to go. And we do have the Champ Chase coming up this weekend. So remember, one of the most important aspects of Champion Chase for this upcoming weekend is going to be fusing these epics. And so what I've done in the past week or so has been just collecting these champions here to try to fuse into these epics. Now, of course, I do a lot more farming, and most people do a lot of farming on 12.6 or 12.3, so you're going to get a lot of Diabolist. So that's going to be the easiest one to collect. You're going to want to bring it back to other stages for campaign to try to collect the other ones so you can fuse into Justicar or Justiciar. And then I do have a couple of these guys ready to go. Just have to rank them up to 4, get them to 40, and then I'll have at least 1 or 2 copies for this Relic Keeper right here, which is an easy 250k points for each Relic Keeper that you spend. The next one would be Broadmaw. Broadmaw is a lot tougher, although I do have 2 right here ready to go. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get 1 of her. We can get 1 of him. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're just saving up all these copies. So we can get at least 1 copy of this guy, which is Broadmaw, who will cost or give you 350 points for the Champion Chase. So I'm looking at least 350 plus 500, about 850 points potentially for Champ Chase, as long as I can complete champ training over the next few days and continue to level up those champions. So 850 points might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot in the long run, especially if you're struggling with collecting shards. So consider just, and that's easy, right? Because you can get those champions from the market, right? You can pick them up, uncommon champions, right? So when you pick up the uncommon champions, save them. They are marked for you, so it's pretty easy to find them. They have this little circular bar here that you can turn on or off to make sure they can or cannot be sold or fed into other champions, that is. So just be careful, you just take a look at the marks, and then you can go back and forth from the fusions to make sure you're getting the right amount of the champions based on the fusion you're trying to fuse here. And they're forever fusions, right? You can fuse them over and over and over endlessly. And that's how a lot of free-to-play players save up so much shards. Now, more recently, I've been doing this more consistently on my account, so I can start saving a lot more shards, because you want to be able to save for the guaranteed events, or you want to be able to start saving for these Path of Light events, or these specific events like Lunar Festival events that have tons of different events and tournaments that go alongside, and getting the lunar points to get the 5-star fragments for a legendary champion that you're missing out on. So it's so impactful for anybody's account for doing that. And then in terms of tournaments, let's just move on over to here. Sand Devil Turn Attack, pretty awesome if you can do it, because you can get yourself potentially a Prism Shard here, which is 1 pop, right? That's kind of cool. And I will say, I don't really have the energy. Of course, if you're going for the fusion, you don't have a lot of gems and energy, you might not be able to do it. Although I have done it in the past during a fusion that I've skipped, and you also get other rewards in between, which is nice. You can also potentially get first place in the tournament leaderboard that you're on. But this is what people are going to want to go for. Aislinn the Stalwart. Absolutely monster of a champion, and he will or should be in another type of event to get, but he is kind of hard to come by. So he'll also be available starting February 16th, which is this weekend, until Sunday the 18th, giving a 10x chance to summon him. Okay, well, hopefully we have a 2x Ancients. That would be really helpful for any player out there. If it is 2x Ancients and a 10x on Aislinn, that's phenomenal. But the chances of that happening, probably really slim to none. A lot of times, Plarium doesn't want to do that because they're trying to make money. And the more often you don't get the champion that you want, the more likely you're going to spend more money into the game. But if it's a 2x, 10x for this guy, then hats off to Plarium for doing that. I think it might be a 2x Ancients, but I could be wrong. So don't get your hopes up for that. I do have 77 Ancients going into the weekend. I do highly recommend pulling your Ancients and saving your Voids, your Primals, and your Sacreds, okay? So save these shards. Unless there was a 2x in your earlier mid game and you wanted to pull your shards, go for it. But personally, I highly recommend Ancient Shards for this upcoming weekend. And if you can do a Sand Devil, try to get one pull. I did have one pull because they gave us a free pull for Prism Shards, which was really nice of Plarium to do. And I got an epic. Like, I got, who did I get? Knight Errant. I already had 3 or 4 copies of that guy, so it's just a 4-star chicken. That's how I see it. Anytime I get a Prism Shard and I'm able to actually open it up and summon a champion, most of the time you're going to get an epic, so it's just a 4-star chicken. That's how I see it. So I don't get really too fussed about getting a legendary or not, but it would be nice to get one, and I would love to get Aislinn, the Stalwart. Maybe we'll get him this weekend because we have to do the champion chase for this weekend. So in terms of, just go back over here, other rewards in Sand Devil. So we've got the Immortal Soulstone, which is really nice. If for some reason you can't get to the Prism Shard, somebody already went ham or is going ham, and it doesn't look like a ton of people in my group are going crazy on this. So I'm definitely going to push a little bit of Sand Devil. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this and finish it. I would love to. Maybe I'll try to at least get these soul coins here, the gold ones. But I don't know how far I'm going to get because, again, we're also dipping into the second iteration of Dungeon Divers, which they're doing back-to-back Dungeon Divers. That's definitely super painful. You can skip the Dungeon Divers for the 5 points, I believe. Spider Tournament, I'm already done, but I'm going to push for the 4-star chicken. We have a day and 8 hours left, so that's pretty easy. I don't typically get on the leaderboards here because other people just go crazy with their resources, right? And then we've got Champion Training Tournament going on. I just finished it tonight. I just picked up her 5 fragments and that's it. Obviously, you're going to want to go for the legendary book if you can help it or you have extra resources. Unfortunately, I do not. I have a reason for that because I just was able to complete Phantom Shogun's Grove stage 25. So I used about 400 or 500 gems to do that from stage like 12 all the way up to stage 25. It just took a lot of regearing and a lot of gems for continuously doing the stage over and over if I'm losing. And then I did a lot of auto battles when I should have just manualed the whole time. So I did do a lot of wasteful resource management there. And then in terms of other events, we don't have anything going on right now. Classic Arena, anybody should have beaten that. It's already over, but anybody should have been able to beat Classic Arena. Anybody should have been able to beat, for the most part, Fire Knight if you could do stage 10 or 13 at the lowest stage, but 20 is going to be the best for min-maxing resources if you can do stage 20. And then for events, we got Dungeon Divers event going on. This one's going to be challenging. You can pick up another 20 crystals here, and it's only 30 crystals for each summon, so that's not too bad. But this is challenging, right? Dungeon Divers event with this amount of points back to back is kind of crazy. I mean, that's a lot. Most people have to use gems if you don't have stockpiled energy saved up from your daily logins that you're just saving in your inbox or from other areas that you've just been saving and piling up. This is a lot. So most people will have to use gems to complete this unless you've had tons of resources just saved up. But I'm not really great at saving resources, I'll be completely honest, as a free-to-play player, but I like to have fun with the game. I like to do what I want to do and just have fun, basically. So let's see, Dungeon Divers, there's that. And then Artifact Enhancement, of course. We've got, this one's complete for me. I'm way over. I'm at 9,500 because I was upgrading other gear and swapping gear around champions during the free re-gear that we still have going on for another day and 3 hours at the time of this recording. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Are you still going for White Queen ANKORA? Have you failed already? Do you not have enough shards? Or are you good to go? Are you going to be picking her up? No problem. And what do you think about her? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.